How are we this evening? I hope all is well. Good evening. There she is, my love. Good evening, good evening, good evening, Miss PJ, the reptile model. Yes,
Hello,
yes,
hello,
yes.
hello.
I can't wait to talk to you, Hunty. This is your girl, Zaharraa
Well,
Geyhanna.
this is my interest. Yes, it's
Yes, yes. I must say, real quick, and clean up a little bit of business and say thank you for this past weekend with the ATL's Hottest Association, and I was voted and nominated, and then voted and won the category of ATL's Hottest Mature Model. Yes, yes, yes.
okay. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay, I love it. Love
All
it.
right, let's get
Okay.
into this. I got PJ, the reptile model, with me. She don't do it all with the snakes, y'all. But look who's on the show. Mr. Odin that made his debut. I love it. Hello, Odin. How are you?
Odin said,
Here,
"What's
snake.
up? What's up, people?"
PJ, how you doing, baby?
Honey, I cannot complain. First, let me say this is truly an honor. I really
Oh,
truly appreciate it. I really,
not a
really do.
problem.
I don't have to be a 26-year-old or a 32-year-old
Oh,
model to be on your
no,
show.
no.
So I really appreciate you. I just can't thank you enough.
You're more
I
than welcome.
like empowering. I love empowering our mature and the young kings and
Absolutely.
queens. There, I mean, the sky's the limit,
Hmm.
but there are some things you want to be careful of when you're in this
Absolutely.
industry. So,
Absolutely.
so yeah, so I just truly appreciate being able to come on and speak and let's celebrate each other,
Absolutely. You
in
are
this
absolutely
industry.
fabulous, my darling. I have seen you and watched you and doing your thing. And you're going to tell me about some of these covers and back covers all of a sudden you just popped up and just so happened to get.
That
How?
part just popped up, and that seems to be a problem in some of this in some areas of modeling.
Talk
Yes,
about
I am 61. Yes. Okay. Haven't had any work done. No. And so,
it.
I
No
mean, I
question.
can't help it. This is what God made, or my parents made God, and my parents made me. So I mean, I can't help that. But yeah. So I've been modeling for 3 years. Before that, I was on the radio critiquing music
Uh-huh.
about 6 years ago, before COVID or something like that, right? So we were
Right, right.
critiquing old school music, and then we would talk to old school artists and new indie artists. Then
Hmm.
I was invited by some of the artists to be in their music videos. So all clean, no video vixen stuff, all clean music. One of the music videos I'm in, we hit 150,000 views in less than a
What?
week. Yeah.
Stop
So
it.
so
There. Oh,
then all of a sudden, so the backstory, so all of a sudden, my youngest daughter says, "Mom, I want you to model with one of the snakes." I'm like, who? You, your mama does not do snakes. But my grandkids wanted the snakes. So I had to get over my fear, the things we do for our grandchildren, right? So I had
right,
to get over
right.
my fear of the snakes. So she put one of her big yellow reticulated pythons wrapped around me, and we went out into this wooded area, and we did this kind of like Beyond Thunderdome look, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then she posted it to her reptile group, and they went wild. "Oh, your mom should do that." So she named me PJ the reptile model.
Model. I
Yes, so
love it.
that's where it started 3 years ago. And she's like, "Mom, you would set yourself apart from most of the models.
Mm-hmm.
Who's modeling with snakes at your age?
Oh,
Who's
oh,
modeling with snakes?"
excuse me. At
Right.
my age, who's modeling with just snakes? Period.
That part. Who's modeling with snakes? And no disrespect to any, we're not being racist, but in the African American world, who's
It's not
modeling with
done.
snakes, right? So so then I started collecting my own snakes because they lived 3 hours from me and I couldn't keep running to her house, get a snake, go model for somebody. So I started collecting my own and now I have 6. So
PJ,
yes.
you better stop playing with me, PJ.
They're just as addictive as my tattoos, okay? So
and I ain't gonna even ask about the tats.
yes. So yes, the tattoos. My kids thought I was going through a midlife crisis. They did. They were like, Mom. So, I started out with one in honor of my mom because she had died of brain cancer. So I started with one. Then I moved on to another one for my actual career. So I'm a mental health registered nurse. So then I went and got an RN tattoo. Then my oldest daughter, though, years ago, my oldest daughter took me to get my first tattoo, and it was roses with my 2 daughters' names on it. So I toughed through it, and then it moved into one in honor of my mom, one for me. Then it was for my grandkids, and then it was just like, what other reason can I get a tattoo?
I'm the hip grandma.
That's it. Okay. Then my daughter's like, and it's funny, it's cute because my daughter had 2. So now she has another one. I said, your mama's running out of skin now. I can't keep getting tattoos for your children. Okay. But that's the story behind the tattoos. Now, when we move into the whole modeling, yes. Again, just started 3 years ago.
Congratulations. You've done the world in 3 years.
Thank you.
You're fabulous, PJ. I love you to death.
Thank you. Unfortunately, some of the photographers that here in the Carolinas that I tried to work with were told not to work with me by the younger models.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
So
wait, stop. Stop. Back up. Was that because of jealousy, PJ?
I would hate to think it was because of jealousy or insecurity because I never did anything to anybody. Again, I didn't even know that was my niche. I was fine on the radio. You see what I'm saying? I was fine dancing in somebody's music video with the snakes or something like that. I was fine. So, but once I was thrust into it, then okay. But all I ever wanted to do was just collaborate with people, collaborate even with the younger ones. I can be your mantra. I can be your, you know what I'm saying? So
wait a minute. Wait.
You heard me.
That's horrible.
It is. It is.
Trying to blackball somebody before they even really get started.
Yeah.
When these photographers would come to you and tell you these things, because apparently they did,
and they didn't work with me.
Right. I'm just saying they didn't work with you. I mean, how did that make you feel?
At first, it really hurt my feelings, but then I looked at it as, okay, when you think about the big picture as to where I could go, then maybe they were doing me a favor.
Okay, say that.
You see what I'm saying? Maybe they were doing me a favor. And not to be cocky, but I kept trying to reach out and even give opportunities because I knew who I was going to be yoking myself with after they did that to me. And I said, okay, it's okay. I'll still extend the olive branch and try to help. But nope. So I just started moving along.
Well, that's fascinating. Look at you. That's one of your babies, isn't it?
That is the big baby who is a little bit bigger than that now. Yes.
Oh, wow.
That is Othello. He's the only one that isn't named after a Marvel character because he's just so chill. He's Othello. He's the star. You know what I'm saying? That was my Beyonce recreation. And I know Beyonce doesn't like snakes. So I still had to like add my yes. So that was the cuff it recreation. So, yeah, so that's what I wanted to do. And my photographer Lynn Mobley so I reached out. I think I can't remember. We keep talking about how we connected on this as him being my creative now. So I thought I had reached out to him and looked on his page and said, I don't see any snakes on your page. And I think he texted back and said, because I don't have any. And then I said, don't you want some on your page? And then we started shooting together.
Collab.
Like, yeah. So
and that must have went well, because that shot is absolutely gorgeous. That's a fabulous shot.
Thank you. That one, yes, that was like one of our greatest triumphs. And those, yes, that's what made back covers. Raleigh. So in Raleigh, North Carolina, they wrote a story and put it in their their Raleigh
paper.
Right. And then there's a Voyager magazine about different people that are doing things around North Carolina. So I'm waiting for that to come in. So they interview with them. So, you know, still I'm sorry. Yes, they did.
You did a spread. All right.
Yes.
All right. Snakes involved and all.
Yes. Yes, snakes involved in all.
All 6 or just 3?
Just one. Let me see. So I'll do like, when it comes to the babies, I'll take pictures like 2 at a time. But when it comes to those big ones, honey, I can only handle one. Like that yellow one is about 30 something pounds. So yeah, and he's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like heavy. So, you know, sometimes you know, people will reach out and they'll ask, you know, can I use your snake? Well, I don't mind you using the snake, but they are rented. They, you know,
I was going to say that. Wait a minute. This is a business. This is a business. And most people need to recognize that this is a business for you. And for them to try to take advantage of kindness.
Yeah.
And come to you and you know, but the snake would be featured, and I can only imagine the conversation.
Yes.
You know, to get you to lend them, and I say lend them the snake.
Yeah. Right.
No. No.
You know, I have one young lady, it was wonderful. It was a bridal extravaganza, which I was really surprised because, you know, she immediately reached out. Someone referred her to me, and she said, you know, someone referred you. How much would you charge? Okay, I know she means business, right? When she asked how much. So I gave her the best discount that I can give. I just always remind people, I have to use heat packs. I have to travel. I have to take them out of their natural habitat, things like that. But it turned out to be a very, very beautiful event. I was surprised. And she said, girl, the snake took the show. The snake took the show. So yes.
Do you get that happening a lot where it becomes focused on the snake instead of focus on y'all together?
Yeah, and which is fine because I still have to come with them, right? They can't walk, so and they can't drive.
Yeah, you like the snake doing it by itself.
Exactly, and it's so cute because people are deathly afraid until they aren't. So it's, oh my gosh, I'm scared. Can I hold it?
Well, I did a vampire themed photo shoot with David Price, and I had to utilize David, I had to utilize a blonde python, and I don't know if that was your python or someone else's python, but it was huge.
Right.
Do you know he put that thing on my head? I had it crawling through my hair. Do you know how mortified a sister was? Thank God I had big hair and couldn't feel all of the muscles, you know, moving.
Yes.
But it was moving, and we have a picture of it just sitting like this. My head is tilted because it was heavy. That
Yep.
thing was heavy.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my goodness, look at this.
At the beach.
Girl, stop the madness. Just stop them.
At the beach.
Quit it.
And some young girls came up and they ran over and they wanted to take pictures with the snake. And honey, the faces, the excitement on their face. It was 4 young ladies and they just, they stood, side by side and stretched. That is Scar, another Marvel character, right? He is a tiger retic, and all of my snakes love the camera. As soon as they see the flash, kaboom. They stop, they pose. You see Odin is still right there.
We got her. Hey, how you doing, Sheila? You in there? Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can hear you just fine. Welcome, baby. Let me introduce you. We're fine. This is PJ. This is PJ, and she works with snakes.
PJ?
PJ, yes, that's PJ.
Hey, nice to meet you.
We just get the background.
Yeah, the cackling.
With her snakes.
It's staticky.
You're staticky? Yeah. I don't know why. You got something running in the background?
No, we can't hear you.
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, you kind of crack.
Let me change. Maybe I need to change phone.
Okay.
Push my phone.
Well, we're here. We ain't going nowhere. We got time for you to come on back. Smile pretty. Where's that? There it is.
There it is.
Let me try to switch these phones out because it sounds very staticky over here on my side.
Okay. That's fine. You need to switch and just come on. Yeah, just come on back. Look at you.
That's my genie in the bottle.
Wow. Gorgeous.
That's my genie in the bottle.
The baby had to be the baby had to be young then.
Yes, but he, again, so chill. Just that was 2 years ago.
Well, he's huge now. Okay. You're feeding him well.
Yes, they eat better than I do.
I can't imagine. I got 2 dogs that I feed and they eat more than I would ever think. But they eat a lot. And like you said, they almost eat better than I do.
Right.
But they're our babies. What can we say? So what's going on? What do you have coming up?
So what I just did was phenomenal. I worked with this famous clothing designer by the name of Malcolm Staples. So someone referred him to me, and I think he just kind of watched for a little while first, and then he reached out and he says, "Hey, I want you to come to Maryland, and we're going to do the whole full service shoot, which meant makeup, clothes, the whole line." Honey, that was just awesome because I was able to just come out of this bubble that sometimes I feel like I'm in, only because the stigmatism is so raw here that I find myself getting in that bubble.
Wait, hold that thought.
I know. That is for... Let me tell you. So that is a trash bag outfit that I made out of a box of Dollar Tree trash bags.
Go, girl. That's why I love you, because you're so creative.
Okay. So when we posted the picture, someone reached out to my photographer and said, "I gotta have that picture for my makeup line," because we were using her makeup, and it was all about black makeup with the black trash bags, right? So kaboom, I ended up being on her website for foliage makeup.
Wow.
It's a organic, animal cruelty-free makeup. So yeah, she reached out to my photographer and said, I gotta have the picture. I gotta have that picture. And yeah, so that was that. It turned out to be a makeup ad, but it was just me being creative, doing a trash bag, just making a dress
Wow.
trash bags.
Okay, Sheila, let's see if you're garbly.
Hello.
There
All right,
you are.
there she is.
There she is. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm blessed. How you doing?
Just fine. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. You sound better.
I'm. I
All
see
right.
it was the phone, and I was. That's why I don't like these iPhones.
I understand. Tell me about you. Tell us about you. What's going on? What we've been doing. Talk to me.
So, you guys, my name is Chalet Waters, or my IG is Chalet Virgo. I just started modeling this year around March. My first show was Dripping the Runway with Marquita, and Bit Sexy was a special guest for that
Mm-hmm.
show. And from there, the love that I had got from my first show, because I was so nervous, but when
Right.
I stepped out there and the love that was shown to me as a plus size model, as a BBW model, it was so genuine.
Yeah.
And they didn't know that it was my first time walking.
That's
She
So,
dripped the
good.
runway. She dripped the runway. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and
She
from
dripped
that
on the runway.
point on, it was like from that point on, I was like, okay, this is something that I actually can do. This is something that I really can focus on. People really do see me. They really do like me. They really do accept me. So yeah, let's keep on. And I don't met a lot of people. Like, I'm thankful for the people that I have met and have had the chance of working with. Demario Scott from Royal Kings and Queens. Um, who else I have? Andre with BMD Productions.
Mhm.
Um, oh my God, it have been so many different people. I got to work with Mr. Calvin a little bit, Calvin Johnson a little bit.
Mhm.
Um, it's been a lot. But it's been life changing.
What do you love about it? That's what I was asking PJ. What do you love about it? What is it that just keeps you? What keeps you in it?
The messages that I get from people encouraging me, telling me that they see me and they wish they had the confidence to do what I'm doing, and they look forward to seeing the next thing I put out or the next show that I'm in. And that is a real that's a real eye opener and a thing to keep you pushing, because some days when you feel like, oh wait, nobody's seeing me, or this not one of those days, those messages really do help put you back there, like you do have a purpose. It is a reason why you're doing what you're doing.
Well, see, you're looking at it from the full figure sister side, you know? Just look at it from the model side. You just a model, baby, and you gonna do you. And I am not mad at you for doing it, because I've seen what you can do. Okay. We
Yes,
just did the show together and had a ball.
yes.
We had a ball, and you did excellent in that show. I was very proud of you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm so
Congratulations.
oh, congratulations to you too on your award. Yes, you are.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Congrats,
yes, yes,
congrats.
yes, yes.
Yes, PJ, what keeps you grounded in it? What keeps you motivated to stay in it?
Knowing that there's more,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that there's more, that I'm just going to keep soaring for as long as I can.
Mm-hmm.
61 doesn't mean sit down. And if I can mentor others that feel as though, they can't, just
Mm-hmm.
because of whatever age, size, color, whatever, I just like to maintain that encouragement for them. So that's what keeps me going, just knowing that there's more, because I'm not done. I'm
I
not
know that.
I am not. I am not done. And when we talk about our royal kings and queens, like the three queens,
yes,
I am giving them they are going to be honored. We're doing a She Who Inspires Me award ceremony in Rockford, Illinois. So I also host. So I will be hosting that second annual event. I did it last year. So this year I'm honoring my three queen sisters from Atlanta. Yes. Yes, we are taking Rockford by storm when they come down there. Okay. So yes, Tammy, I am nominating her for her nonprofit, Sincere for Model of the Year, Kendra Nicole for Author of the Year. Yeah. Yep. And the three queens.
And they're doing a fabulous job. See, Shalay, when you put out so much positivity as you do, you're going to start garnering these same types of situations where people, you just don't know who's watching you.
Right.
You know, Shalay, you don't know who's watching you. That's why I love how positive you always are. And that's why I wanted to bring you on the show, because you're always positive. You never have anything negative to say about anybody or anything. You just go with the flow, sis. You go with the flow. And I'll be so proud of you. You know, because we work closely together.
This weekend, I was like, this is a good thing. This is a great show. This is amazing.
We work closely together. She would ask me all kinds of questions and things like that, and how to do our turns. And we worked on turns, and she would get it, then she forget it, then she and I'm like, baby, you got it. You got it.
Yeah. Just do what comes natural. And Shalay, I just encourage you to continue to yoke yourself with, you know, the people like Miss Zaharraa and, you know, the royal kings and things like that, because it can be very, very tricky. And sometimes, you know, that wolf in sheep's clothing will come along and be leery of those photographers who immediately ask you, do you have a problem shooting nude? Okay. You always, at what for? Like, why do you have to shoot nude? You see what I'm saying? What do you always ask them, what are you using the pictures for?
That's good wisdom.
Okay. What do you need me? Why do I need to pose nude for you? Okay. This isn't, I don't have an OnlyFans or fans only or whatever the heck the thing is called. You know, you don't have that page. So why do I need, why are you, what, for what? So just be leery, because as people see you move through and become even more and more successful, and watching how you yoke yourself with these positive people, Satan is just going to send that one flipping predator your way. And just beware. Just continue to stay in this circle, that positive circle that you're in now, and just stick with it. Because I had a young lady, prime example. There was a young lady I was trying to mentor, and we were working with the photographer that I work with here in North Carolina. And then all of a sudden, she's jumping around from photographer to photographer, to seat to seat, to photographer to photographer. And it's like, you know, what happened? Then the rumors get started. Guess what? I bet that's why she got, you know, the pictures, because she's sleeping with that one. And then she's sleeping with that one. That isn't a reputation you want to have. You see what I'm saying? That will kill your brand before you really get out there. So just continue. I say that to just encourage you to stick with. You said you've been doing this a year, and you want to continue to move on through it. And you will be hitting those marks, these awards and the magazines and the television shows and the runways, the New York Fashion Week or Atlanta Fashion Week, those type of things. Stay clean. Keep your brand fresh, you know, keep it clean, you know, just continue to yoke yourself with the positive people. Don't be stagnant, and don't branch, just don't jump out into, you know, that deep end without an aqua lung, because it can really, really kill your brand. And this is a delicate, it's a wonderful, rewarding industry and career, but it's very delicate, and you can, I mean, it can flip like a light switch. One wrong move, it can flip like a light switch in the negative direction.
How do you, she's saying, Shalay? How do you feel about what she's saying?
I'm totally agreeing with her, and I have seen that with some of the people that I have been involved with. But my one thing is one thing with me, my lady.
No, enlighten us. Tell us more.
Right.
One thing with me is I always speak highly of God. That's the first thing I go to. Whenever somebody is talking to me, whenever somebody want to talk about something, first thing I go to is God. We're going to see where your spirit is at. Because once you bring God into situations, people flee.
Yep.
They'll flee. So therefore, I don't even have to worry about going down this line because I already I already let them know where I'm at, where I'm coming from, who I stand with. I let everybody know on Sundays I'm always in church. All week long I chase my dreams and I chase this, that, and the third. God only asked me for one day to come and be in his house. And that's what I choose to do. I'll be at rehearsals. You'll see me at rehearsal on Sundays, but it'll be after I give God his time. And that is one thing that some people that has got to let away from a lot of people. It might take me longer to get to where you at and where you at. But I'm not even trying to get where you at first off. I'm not even trying to be where you at first off. I'm trying to be where I'm supposed to be. And it's going to take me longer than you because I'm not going to sell my soul. I'm not going to just jump into any and everything. I do have standards. I do have things that I believe in. So I can't just sit up here and go out here and do X, Y, Z because you think it's okay. I'm okay with not wearing your clothes. I will go sit over here in this corner by myself.
That part right there. Love it. Speak it, girl. Speak it.
It has got to the point where some people, they have taken the fact of their self out of what they're doing. When you started this, you did this because of yourself and the things that you like to do. And now they're jumping to, from what I see, they're just jumping on any name that'll let them be involved. And I'm like, that door was closed for a reason. That door was shut to protect you. So if you go through this window, there's no protection that nobody can do because you went and backdoor the situation that was closed front screen.
Say it, baby. Say it. Say it. Tell it.
Skirt.
Tell it. You ain't but telling the truth and shaming the devil. Praise the
That
Lord.
part.
Yeah.
That part.
I mean, it's so refreshing to hear. See, this is why I love her. Okay. I have the utmost respect for Chalet Virgo. I really do. For Chalet versus Virgo, actually. You know, I don't know. Where did that handle come from, Chalet?
So my name is Chalet Waters, Chalet. But my zodiac sign is a Virgo. My birthday is September 8th.
Okay. So that's where it came.
Look,
I thought you would pick two people on me. You know, over here, Virgo on runway.
So it is
all one woman. I know
it's funny because my youngest daughter is a Virgo, and that's who gave me that name and told me this is what we're going to do.
Her daughter is the one that pushed her into modeling with snakes.
Yes. The Virgo.
See, my cousin loves snakes. They
well, don't let the skin be crawling. I thought my skin was gonna crawl, but it's okay because she way over there. Her and her baby. That's Odin right there.
Odin.
You know, I think my cousin have like 4.
Oh wow, she got 6.
Oh. Yeah. The anaconda, I have an anaconda. That was my last one in. That was a birthday gift.
You have what?
An anaconda.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I have 4 reticulated pythons, 1 boa. He's a boa constrictor, and then an anaconda, a green anaconda. He's beautiful. Ooh. All my snakes are beautiful though. I love my babies. What talk about?
The girl got an anaconda.
Yes,
Okay.
No,
ma'am.
got an anaconda.
Yes, ma'am.
She didn't see the movie. She couldn't have saw the movie.
What'd you say, Shalay? She ain't see the movie.
She didn't
She
see the
don't know
movie.
what's coming.
Yeah, dude, and I don't want to be around it.
Hey,
Oh,
it's so they're all
Look, I
chill.
can do
They
probably
love the camera. They
I
love
can
the
do
camera.
articulated,
The
but when
reticulate.
you're talking about the anaconda, baby, I'm gonna have to go. Stop that. I'm gonna have to
He-
let
he's
you
still
handle
a-
that one. No,
he's
you
still a
handle
baby.
him.
He's
No,
still a
baby.
baby.
I'm
Yeah.
sure he is beautiful. What's his
He's
name?
still a baby.
What's his name?
His name is Thanos.
Thanos.
Thanos. So there's a picture on my page. I have him and Colossus together. Colossus is my other yellow retic. So they're the two smaller babies. Then he's next. Scar, and then Marvel, and then Othello. So in size order, they just get larger from there.
What?
Yeah.
Large, may I ask? How large will Othello get? How old is Othello?
Othello is about 6 or 7. He's a preteen. He won't get he won't get very long. Number one, boys don't get as big, which is the reason why I picked boys, male snake. It's the females that get considerably large to accommodate the eggs or the embryos. So that's why that's why I get the males, because they won't get very, very big. And just enough to handle and enough to walk down a runway or do a music video or take pictures with. So,
well, maybe you can depart on us on how you get involved with your music videos, because I'm sure Shalay would love to know how to go about starting to get into music video styles, because you're already doing tapings, Shalay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and could you put out some good tapes, some good footage from the last show we did, of you walking and stuff, and it was fabulous. You did an excellent job with it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So can you depart that information on us and how you're doing that?
So it's interesting. It's because I'm in both industries, music and modeling. So let's just take, for example, Sons of Funk. Okay, so I know these artists. So I know Sons of Funk. So they would take, I'll send them like a snippet of a video, and then they'll add their music to it. As far as the other things, like as far as actually being in music videos, is because I know the artists. And so once you meet, if you meet artists, or even if you're on, even if you kind of like scrolling through Facebook and things like that. But because I know these artists, then that's how I was in their music video. Like there's a guy from Nigeria that he took a snippet of one of my things and he put his music on it. But there's a gentleman here in North Carolina that is from Africa, and we did a precious jewel for Mother's Day last year and in honor of his mom. So we did a really cute video. Then there's rappers here that I did music videos with, and then some that I was in the music videos with.
I find it interesting that the rappers, I find it interesting that you're 61 years old and look like you're 39.
Thank you.
I mean, can we give it to
Yes, thank you so much. I don't know. Like I feel like even my kids say, Mom, I think you're aging backwards. But I think because I giving honor to God first and foremost, I don't look like what I've been through. Okay.
I don't think
domestic violence, everything. Who is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Is it Kevin? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm right in the middle of taping. I'm on a live.
Shalay, would you like to do music videos?
Yes, I have been in 2 so far. One of them haven't been released. His name Elijah, I want to say. I cannot think of his last name, but he did a video with Mr. Banks. They haven't. He said he haven't dropped it yet because he's gonna do his whole album first, a couple of different videos from his album
That's
before
good.
he actually released the videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also did this one video with this girl called, her name is Three Way, and the name of the song is called Need Somebody.
Mm-hmm. And how
So
was the experience for you? Did you enjoy yourself?
oh, I loved it. It was amazing. It was different from the runway
Yeah.
scenes. So
Mm-hmm.
we got to actually just be ourselves, be moving, and we didn't necessarily have a strip that we had to do. We
Mm-hmm.
just had to show up, be there, and be our natural selves, and that's what I love about it. That's one thing when it comes down to the shows. One thing that I strive to do is be my natural self. All the makeup, like if I have to wear makeup for a show, I will. But I believe in promoting natural beauty.
That's
I believe that we are naturally beautiful. I believe that we do not need makeup. I don't believe
All
that we
right.
need the weaves. I don't believe that we need those things to be beautiful. When we wake up in the morning, that should be you feeling beautiful. You shouldn't have to sit in the
Say it, baby.
mirror for hours to transform yourself into something you probably still not even gonna like.
Say it. Say it.
that part.
Okay, that part. Because so
Right.
many out there are so many out there are body dysmorphic. The picture is absolutely gorgeous. I
That's
love the
beautiful.
hot pink popping on
Look at
you.
that pink. It's
How
popping, girl.
That's blue haze.
how banging booming. All of it looks fabulous.
That's
Fabulous.
Blue Haze Company right there with Miss Sarah or
Mhm.
Bap. I enjoyed that show. That was for her first year anniversary.
Oh, all right. Well, you look amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
You know, and don't you ever let nobody tell you you don't, because you look fabulous. Every time I've seen you go out, I've seen you looking fabulous and looking your best, and you portray yourself very well. You carry yourself with a standard. And that's what I love about you, is because you do carry yourself with such high self-esteem and standard, and you're real. That's the other thing I love about you. And that's why I wanted you on the show, because you are real. What is the most frustrating thing about the industry for either one of you?
I would say that sometimes when they have casting calls, they tell everyone to come out, and then when we get accepted, sometimes they don't have designers for my size.
Mm-hmm.
And or it be we're gonna have a designer soon, and we do have one coming, and then the day of the show, I don't been to all the rehearsals and all of this, and then a designer don't never show.
Do you
I
feel played?
No, because I enjoy my opportunities, and I
Good.
get to meet other people that I get to work with later on down the line.
Mm-hmm.
So
Good.
that is never that's the only frustrating thing about it. But anytime I go into any situation, I'm not looking what I can get out of anything. I'm looking what I'm learning, the people that I get to meet, the folks that I get encountered with. That's why I do the things that I do. I don't It's never about the materialistic thing. I love the knowledge that comes from it.
Yes, baby.
Yes. That part.
Yeah, that part. I'm with
Mhm.
I'm with her on that one. PJ,
Right.
what about you?
For me, of course, it's always age discrimination. Always. I mean, just, you don't, I won't get picked because of my age. That's it. And it's unfortunate. But it's okay, because again, if that door is closed, something else opens up. And it you should not be judged by whatever your age and things like that, because it should be a skill
Mhm.
factor. And I have the skills, and but it's okay. But yeah, that's the biggest part. And you
Ages.
know yeah, that stigmatism, is so sad. It is so sad. That's why I made that post about, I received the questions where, what makes you think you could be a model? You too old, nobody's going to pick you, this, that, and the other. My response: I don't have to sell my soul to the devil. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I come as I am, the
Mhm.
true me, with or without the snakes. I'm still PJ, regardless.
Mhm.
You
And
know?
once again, I'm going to say it again. I love your eclecticism.
Thank you.
You're not pigeonholed in one box. You know,
Right.
Chile, you're not in one box.
Right.
That's why I love both of you, because you both bring authenticity to
Mhm.
the plate or to the table, and you don't begrudge yourself of being who you are. And that is very, very, very important in this industry when we have to be quote unquote so fake. We have to
Yeah.
be hangers. We're nothing but hangers
Right.
walking down the runway, hangers with legs, you know.
Right.
And if you can't bring something to that, then why do it? You
Mhm.
know, I'm always conscious about how I feel in something, or even if I don't like it, it doesn't have to portray on my face.
Right.
You know, my job is to get in there and sell that garment and to the best of my ability for my designer. That's
Exactly.
what I think about when I'm walking down the runway. Am I portraying myself in the best of my ability? And am I portraying the best for my designer or whomever I'm walking for in whatever? It doesn't matter if I don't like it. I'm not going to tell a designer I don't like it. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I will walk for you, honey. No problem. Ba, 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 ba. And I'm not going to go behind her back and talk about what I didn't like. And that's what Models Talk is about, was being talked about in these corners and things like that, because it won't change unless we talk about it and then take action to do something
Do
about it.
something about it.
And that's
Exactly.
why it's important to have like this, for everybody to be able to come on, say what they need to say, and not feel like they have to be guarded and have repercussions or actions taken against them because they said it.
Right, right.
Mhm.
And
You know,
I really appreciate you having this show, because we can let our hair down and be forthcoming and tell it like it TI is. You know, I mean,
yes,
it is what it is. I'm not sugarcoating anything, and that's another thing people don't like about me, but I'm sorry. I'm
ma'am.
tactful. I'm tactful with it, though. I'm tactful with it, but I don't get, I love the fact that you all get to rip the runways. I don't get those invites. You see what I'm saying? I
don't
don't
get
get
invited.
and then when huh?
I said, I don't get
I'm
invited.
sorry.
I'm always searching.
Oh, okay. So I don't get those invites per se. I am doing we're doing a drive for the homeless. So Mr. Carlisle will be there, and I will get a
Yeah,
chance to wear some of his designs for Mr.
you would love it.
Carlisle. So yeah, but it's funny. I laugh sometimes. I'm like, okay, if it wasn't for that, he wouldn't just pick me. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's not true with Mr.
Mhm.
Carlisle. I must speak up on Mr.
O
Carlisle's behalf, because he would
okay,
just, okay, because he
okay.
just, he found me, what he was watching and saw, but he found me and he just picked me. Chalet, look out, because Mr. Carlisle may find you. Okay.
Right.
Um, like I always tell you, don't know who's watching. And they do
Right, this is true. Yeah,
out the
this is
blue.
true.
You get a message out the blue on Facebook and says, I want you to be in my show or to be in my photo shoot or whatever, because they saw what you were doing, they followed
Mhm.
you, and they watched you. And
They
it's
watch.
important and imperative that you
Oh,
keep it
look
clean.
at
Oh, thank
her. Oh, look at it, Queen. Yes. And
you.
always kind of go back and check out their page too, because
Oh,
sometimes just
absolutely.
because somebody say they are so and so, still do your research. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because again, you have a brand to protect. So, and you want to make sure that they are who they say they are,
Mhm.
and then who they are yoking themselves with. There are some people that unfortunately I had to block on Facebook
Mhm.
because they were going to kill my brand had I continued to stay with them. So so that sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you have to close. Sometimes you have to close a door. You know what I mean? You're not always up against a closed door.
Chalet, have you had to block people because they were killing your brand?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Have you had to block people or stop people from being around you because they were negative and killing your brand?
I not necessarily because they was killing my brand, but because they was draining me. Like
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
I don't I have gotten to a point where I accept people for who they is when they show me they is
Mm-hmm,
right then and there. So nothing that they do after that can really surprise me.
mm-hmm,
And like I can't blame you if you hurt me a second time because I
mm-hmm.
allowed you back in.
Because you
I'm one
allowed,
of
right,
those type of people. I'm
right,
Yeah,
not I'm at that place where I have been through a lot. So I take heed to the things that go on. I People behavior and stuff like that. I don't Some people I don't even let come around me.
right,
right,
Some music I just don't listen to.
right.
Certain
right,
places I just won't go.
That's
And that's just because when you get to a certain point, you just my piece is so much better.
baby.
right.
You have learned that
The
early.
piece is so much better. It
That
is,
part, yes, it's like,
There's no.
whoo, what a huge
and I
release.
have the choice. I have that choice. People let
Hmm.
people take their choice away about their piece, and they let people guilt trip them into things.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Right.
no, it's
Mm.
okay to tell people no. It's
That
Say
part.
it.
okay.
Say
It's
it.
Mm.
okay for you to recognize that I'm unease when it come around this person or come to this thing and I don't want to do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a habit for 5 or 6 years and you can really just wake up tomorrow and be done with it if you really want to.
If you really want
I
to.
protect it at all costs. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, if no, I won't need to talk to people. People will hit me up out the blue, like, you mad at me? No,
Right.
I'm, I'm, I feel
All over you.
better. Like it's not. I'm
Mhm.
not getting a headache thinking about you, or when I see your number pop up on my phone, I'm not blowing my breath like, oh my
Oh
god,
my
what you want?
God.
I protect myself. I protect myself because it was the people that was close to me that hurted
Mhm.
me more and faster than strangers did.
Yeah.
So when it come down to new people, I only let those in that can really relate to me.
Right.
Those that I can you can when you look at certain people, you can tell their story in their eyes. You
Mm-hmm.
can see who they are through their motions and their movements, and you should know. You should have that feeling on. Yeah, I can deal with you, or no, I need to avoid you at all costs.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hold that thought. When it comes down to our final words, what are your final words and what would you like to partake on everybody to take away from this whole conversation? Miss PJ.
I think for I think the big takeaway would be just please be mindful and of stay true to who you are. Don't sell yourself short. Again, yoke yourself with people of like endeavors. Um, just beware, be careful, especially be careful. If you're getting ready to go shoot with a brand new photographer you've never shot with before, take somebody with you just to be on
Mhm.
the safe side. You see what I'm saying? Safety in numbers. Take somebody with you. Don't just show up by yourself thinking, oh, okay, he reached out, so he must be trustworthy. Just be careful, just, please. You know, Collaboration over competition. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite hashtags. That's one of my favorite hashtags. I can't wait to collaborate with you two beautiful ladies one day. Okay. So when I come to Atlanta to visit the Three Queens, I gotta catch up with you all. So um that's the biggie. Just be mindful, stay true to who you are. Keep God first. If you're a praying person, keep
Mhm.
God first because he will guide you the right way. You know, he will guide you the right way, and he will show you, you know, who people are. Like Shalay said, sometimes people will just drain you. But for me, it's like all of a sudden, certain people that never talked to me before, never wanted to do anything with me before, are sliding into my DMs, or now all of a sudden they want to dress me for a fashion show. And it's like, you never wanted to do anything, but it's okay. You see what I'm saying? It's all right.
Shalane, what's your final words, baby?
My final words are, like she said, first and foremost, keep God first. Pray. A prayer is a simple conversation that, like, we're having right now. And 2, be truthful. Be authentically you and raw and beautiful. Learn that you are beautiful, and your self-worth and your self-love is what defines you and not anybody else. And work on your talents and your gifts and your crafts, because those are the things that are really, really set you aside. And stop following the trends, I guess.
Yeah, I believe in being a trendsetter. You know,
yes.
I'm not gonna follow you in the trend. I'm gonna set the trend for you to follow me.
Right.
Yeah, that's just the way I am.
Look at the queen. Look at there. Yes.
Thank you. You know, I just do me. I'm very eclectic. I have a closet that goes from circa 19.
Ooh, look at that.
Already 25. You know.
Yes.
I love dressing. I love being unique. I believe in being unique to oneself. Be thy own truth. You know, and I believe that, you know, networking is going to be key for us, you know, and in collaboration with like-minded people that want to go further instead of be stagnant in the same old, you know. I look back at where I was to understand where I am, to know where I'm going.
Where you're going, right.
You know, and I foresee me being in certain spaces and places, and I feel like everybody should have that foresight, you know, but not everybody does. And those are not the people I need in my camp. Those are not the people you guys need in your camp. You need like people that are willing to work hard just like you do, and push forward in order to not be mundane, not be ordinary. You know, why be ordinary when you can be extraordinary, baby?
That part right there. And that's why I love branching out of this, out of North Carolina, where I am, because it, you know, and okay, North Carolinians, don't be mad, but I'm saying it's like the same thing. It's the same, you know, and I'm just like, that's what was so breathtaking and refreshing when I worked with that famous clothing designer in Maryland. When we just going there and just being able to just be me and be free. And, you know, I took direction very well. He had, and his sole premise is to put me on the cover of magazines. That's what the photo shoot was about. So, of course, I was coming there with my best me, my own me. That's me, you know, and I took direction very well. It took 4 outfits, 2 hours. He said, you did a good enough job. We didn't have to shoot 5,000 pictures, and we didn't have to be there for 8 hours, you know. But I look forward to any other opportunity. I love working with people, love working with new people. So again, that collaboration over competition. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I truly appreciate you being here. Thank you for your time, your energy, your love, your support. I am in the Want to Use corners. I will be watching.
I will be posting.
Yes, and I will. Look, I may have to call on you with Colossus to come in and visit me, you know. But hey, look, you keep doing you, baby.
Yes, keep that beautiful smile.
I know.
Thank you.
That beautiful smile. And you stay on the runway, stay at work.
Woo! Look at the queen. Look at here.
I love you guys. Thank you for being on the show. I hope it was pleasant for you and you had a good time.
Yes. Looking forward to another episode.
And love each other. Model love. Thank you so much. Model love to you all.
Yes. Nice. Okay.